Hell, are we live? Let me make sure we're live first. Okay. We are live. Hello, morphemes, phonemes, and graphemes. Sorry I was a bit late. I was doing the crossword with my mother, as I tend to do. But I am here, just by myself today. And we are going to be doing the usual starting NYT games. Soybeans or rice? Grain? Bit of gossip. South American flatbread made of ground maize. Tia, no? Blank 8 ball. Something a pirate might make you walk. A plank. I know that one. That is true. Sudden muddle. Sudden muddle? Sudden muscle tightness. A cramp. Like the areas beyond suburbia. Sprawl? No, that doesn't fit. Luxury Swiss watch brand. Rolex, but that doesn't end with an A. Stop by unannounced. Billiards triangle. Rolia? Hello, kitten. Okay, I am not. My brain is not braining. The rural. Magic 8 ball. A bit of gossip rumor. Stop in unannounced. Soybeans. Crop. And omega. I don't. Are they point? Stop by unannounced. Pop in. And then arepa. There we go. I got it. Woot woot. It's the sound of the police. Okay, and then Wordle. What is the Wordle word I start with today? Paper. What amino? Nope, still just an A. I'm not the one that chose it. My sister's the one that chose it today. But oh my god. Stabby. Oh. Staxy, Stazzy? Staffed? Damn, that's not a word. It's not gonna be a plural. Tristan. Yeah, I always shake my head at her as well. What the nope. Now we're the part where I forget every word I've ever spoken before. I don't know why I did a double letter. That one is on me. Oh, ain't that lovely? What? are you? Adagi? No, can't be that. Dwa. You they you what are you? The word is Yes, totally. That is Quacky? Okay, I have one guess left. Think it's gonna be GUA. Guava? Ah. Connections. Ooh. Actually, let me switch away from my mouse to my trackpad. Okay, so peanuts, flecked, R-side, silver, teddy bear, distinguished, misfits, reject, missive, reject, misfit, reject, outcast, and a bull moose. Black sheep. Aha. Or at least the G in punk. God, I keep forgetting that Mugcraft is a thing. I need my music. There we go. The Far Side, Bloom Count. Oh, these are. That's a comic. That's a comic. That's a comic. That's a comic. Salt and Pepper, Silver, Flecked, and Distinguished Ways of Describing an Older Man. Damn, I'm good. Okay, and then today's. I have not actually been doing these recently in my free time. Okay, that is done and dusted. Done and dunner. 22. That's going to be 2 5s and 2 6s. Or 3 6s and a 4. I'm getting a sense of deja vu with this. So 6 6. I think it's going to have to go there. Oh, but it could be 6 4. Okay, let me see if I can find the breakthrough point. So that needs to be less than 3, and that needs to add up to 10. This needs to be 4. This needs to add up to 2. So I have a feeling it's going to be something like, nope. The ones has got to. Oh, wait. Wait, that has to be more than 4, which means 5 and 6 are the only options. And there's no 5 or 6 with anything less than a 4 next to it. So that has to go like that. And we only have 1, 2, which is gonna have to go like that. I think. Yeah, because okay, so this is 3 6s and a 4 then. Okay, that's that done and dusted. And then if we come over here, less than 3 is a 1, and look at that. Puzzle. What? Where did I go wrong? Puzzle done. Because my birthday is tomorrow, I was making an Amazon list and learned that someone made 3 constructed languages for D&D or other. And they're selling them? God damn. Talk about hustle. Okay, so this could be 1 1, 1, 2 1s, and 3 1s. How many ones do I have? I have 3 1s exactly. That one has to add up to 9. So that immediately rules out this one. This one, yeah, that rules out that one. That cannot go there. That is gonna be 2 6s if I've ever seen one before. Which means it's gonna be a 6 up and down. So we have a 6 1 and a 6 3. Do we have a 6 2? We have a 6 1. Do we have a 6 4? We do have a 6 4. I'm gonna start just by doing that 6 3 here and get that out of the way. That means this one has to be that. And that has to be a 3 something. Do we have anything that adds up to 9 automatically? No, but we do have 4. Nope. 3. Actually, 3 4 is exactly what I want. 3 4 there. Huh. Fascinating. 5. Okay, and then be less than 2, so that means that has to be a 0. God, this one is not being nice to me at all. I'm gonna be honest. I just stopped having fun at these higher levels. I don't know why I'm doing that to myself. I haven't done the harder levels in like forever, aside from the streams. Way harder. Swahili. I don't think it's Swahili, but I'm gonna guess it's not even on the same continent. God damn. Gerbil? Nope, it's in South America, probably. I don't think it's Guarani. I did not realize Guarani had nasal plosives. Whoops. There we go. Ah! well then. That definitely put a stop to our fun. God, what's it? There we go. Sexaginta. Or turtle. Let's see if this one loads. It did. Okay. Salet. A-E-S. No L. O-T. Oh, that one's... That's a lot. But nothing too definitive. Painter? Nope, that's not a word. Waned. Okay, did that give us any more letters? Gave us D. I think 34 is going to be debated. Nope. Okay, I can throw away one more. I'm gonna throw away quick. Quick as you like. That's gonna be 33 across is gonna be sided, I think. Nope. And I think I fucked it. Sired? I definitely fucked it there. Oh, 43 across is quest. And we've got our first one. Okay. Blessed. Let's see. Bile. Bilge. Hinge. Oh, that doesn't have a W in it, so rec doesn't work. Drek. Audit is 55. After is 49. Squid is 60. Good thing Kate's not here, else she would freak out. The little shit. Get back to the top. Rarer. Damn it. And I definitely messed it up. I'm not gonna win. pause. Abuse? No. No. Muse. Oh no. I don't know why, Kat, but I read your comment in the "Oh no, I hope I don't fall" type voice. Pixie. Uh, reuse? Sun. Shunned? Sound. Plaid. Order. Merit. Fated. I think 33 is sized. Trade. Pilot. Louse. You don't know that reference at all? One sec, I need to. Let me pause my music so I don't get copyright strike by accident. It's a vine. Oh no, I hope I don't fall. No. Such a good clip. Oh no, I hope I don't fall. No. It's such a good clip. No. Liver. Orbit. Mover. Hook. Damn, that's not a word. That would have been funny. Hook. Fauna. Bongo. Outgo. Okay. Back to the top. That is pay error. Plump. And this one is anime. See, no, what? Shave. Maybe I don't have an H yet. Something reef. No, this one is Whose child is it? Whose mayor is 9? Delta? Decal. And 12 down a null. Crown. Let's see. Let's just go back to see if I can get anything. R-E-R-I-E. Brief. Is there? Nope, there's no beef. There's no beef. There's no B. Beef? What are you? Oh, G. It was a G. Comfy. Slyly. Flung. Right. Oh, I might have just enough. No, I'm definitely not gonna have just enough. Sully. But that's the top 3 rows. Ankle. Atch. Welcome back to 25. Oak. Gulch. Glyph. Batty. I wanted Batty. Nerve. Yodel. Canoe. Not read. It's some EBRA. Zebra. No? Yeah, zebra. Story. Let's come back up to this one. At. Not a catch. Hatch. Okay. We are running. There's no beef. But do you smell like beef? Because I smell like beef. I smell like beef. You. Oh. Key. God, I think I might just be like 1 short. Chuck. The bug. Excel. Okay. 5 left. Repel. I don't even want to see how many guesses I have left. Putty. Agile. No. T. Ah! That is a fair conclusion. To be fair, whoever smelt it felt it. I was so close. I was so goddamn close. Okay. Now, because Kate's not here, I'm just gonna go straight into the part of the stream where I answer questions, any and all. Hello, Kate. Are you having fun abandoning me on something that does not really have no effect on you? You have no obligation for. People shame Kate for not attending something she has no obligation for. Documents stroke. New, I already have. Yeah, I did. Export it. Good. Do, 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 do. You having much fun? What's my video about? Hi, Ash. I'm going to answer all audience questions that I am able to answer. And for your information, I will not be doing answers on Eastern Mountain. I'm actually saving that for the second half of the stream. You're trying to catch up on the Kusegi. I'm going to be doing that on the second half of the stream. Do not worry. I'm going to pull up the document and I'm going to read it. Am I trying? You did not miss much with Kuthegi. We've started, when Kate is here, doing a weekly translation where we translate a text of some sort that I decide. And yeah. What is the video about? The video is about Korean numbers. Real original, but there's just something fascinating about Korean numbers that I think more people outside of those studying Korean should know about. There's a weird visual bug. Is that a visual bug? Yeah, that's a visual bug. Okay. Specifically, the differentiation between Sinitic and native numbers and counters. Because unlike Japanese, we just have like a handful of counters that use native numbers, and then like everything else is Sinitic. At least in the lower ranges, Sinitic and Korean numbers hold the same weight, but have different use cases a lot of the time, which is especially in relation to a group of measure words I'm calling the self-referential numbers, counters, which I will expound upon in the video when I make it. Why is that so? Ugh. Cursed. That was very cursed. Any other questions? Oh, I just lost 2 viewers after I answered those 2 questions. They got all they needed and are gone. Done with me. Done with my show. She probably just... Oh no, it's down to 3? Y'all leaving all at once? Ah, I feel so hurt. Betrayed, even. Okay, there we go. What was your favorite con? I did not see CCC4. There is so much coming out, and I never really went out to look for them. If they were recommended to me, I might watch them. But I have not been recommended a single CCC laying this year. So... No, that's a lie. Wait. I'm thinking of CCC. That is a lie. Yeah, no. I saw... God, which ones did I see? I saw cats. I know that. Your submission did not make it. If I made a conlang right now, what mistakes would I fix from previous constructions? Well, number 1 is always just trying to get better documentation. I mean, my documentation for conlanging has always been pretty shit. So that's like the number 1 thing. Stop worrying about trying to make it perfect, because there's no way something made from nothing has a perfect or ideal form. Just go with what I feel like fits the language best. And by that I mean don't compare my own conlang or what I'm doing to another conlang or natural language. If it's a feature I feel like works, then I'll add it, but I don't have to think, oh, I need that in my conlang. I need to remember that ambiguity is nice, is natural. It's a constant struggle, isn't it? Documentation. A constant, eternal struggle. God, I've never done this when I had the screen turned up to this ratio before, and it is pixely. Tis block A. Yeah. Just trying to remember the stroke order of hand for a second there. Okay. And then that one. No, you don't struggle because you just straight up forget about it. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, I suppose. That is struggling to remember to do it. How about that? Okay. Okay, there is this character done. Do I have this character done yet? No, I do not. Ah, yes, the honorific character. Rasterize that. I think it's the, yeah. It's this radical for walk. Rasterization at, ugh. Testing my patience. There we go. Zeri goal. As for him, is he far away? Is he okay? His man is testing me on. Okay, there's before step. Hello, Optic. How are you this fine evening? Or morning, or noon, or wherever the hell you are. Believe me, believe me. How I have for him. Alright, how do I do that middle section? How do I do... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm going to split this up into two sections like this. Okay, and then... There we go. Split it up into two sections in a way that is logical and concise. Did someone message me on Discord? No. Thought I had the Discord ping for a second. think, there we go. I think purple next because the blue's gonna eat into the purple. And then the filled, actually. Okay, and then the blue, which eats into said purple. Every time I look over at the chat, I just cannot help but think about Ludwig talking about his when he just started streaming and someone left the comment in the chat, "Stop looking over here. Nobody's saying anything." And every time I do, I just gotta chuckle a little bit to myself. And be glad I never got a comment as rude as that. I did get a shit ton of well, not a shit ton. I got one guy who would spam my chat in Tokipona with like 1,000 different accounts they would make and they would use to talk to themselves. That was fun. What message? What message? What message did I not see? I have live chat on. What message did I not see? God damn it, now I got FOMO, cat. Also, the number of times I say Kate instead of cat or cat instead of Kate is way too often. Why do both my mods have such similar names? Honestly. Where should you... Oh, I didn't see that. Just message them to me. Atacadian, Discord. Discord direct message, Atacadian, the Schwarver. If you see one you think is interesting, then yeah, no, just send it to me. Wait, which dog is it talking about? I just realized. I think it's talking about this dog radical. Yeah. If the world was end. Illustrate the phonological split between strong and weak reflexives. God damn, you just dumped them. I'll have to check those out. Maybe. Depends. This feels high. There we go. Ooh, I left a dark spot. There we go. Okay, there we go. Actually, green first, because that's what everything is gonna bite into. There we go. Is ever... He's going to take a bit. Hopefully, it's done before March. That is fair. I said I was going to get a video out by the end of the week, so I'm going to get a goddamn video out by the end of the goddamn week. It will be... I might be stretching a little bit, but I need to make a YouTube video because it's been a while, and I have people who are subscribed to my membership and my Patreon who I feel like kind of deserve it. Even if it's not that big of a video, it's a real small video. Or it's going to be a real small video. Okay, and then... Oof. I don't feel like this song. Semi-sacred geometry. There we go. Innocence. I have, over the past week, 2 weeks, started a game. My Ben recommended me. Clockwork Raven recommended me. And I have spent so much time playing it that it's actually become an issue and started interfering in my actual life. And it is so much fun. But I swear to God, I'm now listening to a song from said fucking game. Did you just bruh me? Did you just bruh? That's fair. That is a bruh moment. That is such a bruh moment. Okie dokie. Okay, I think last character. Okay, this will be the last character before I go do Mountain. And you guys all watch my brain melt as I try to understand a language made to spite the gods. bottom is not cleaned. Okay. There we go. Let me just refix my Japanese tabs. Ugh, the horror. Okay. Trying to illustrate. It's just made to be naturalistic. It's just nothing like a European language. It's. I understand that just because it's nothing like a European language doesn't mean it's made to spite the gods. But any system that is similar to the Navajo verbal system was made to spite the gods. I don't know if Navajo verbal system was used, but I guess. How do I build intuition or stroke order for making these? Well, I've made so many that I can just kind of guess the stroke order of most characters now. But the real purpose of them isn't just to make the stroke order intuitive, it's to create a resource for people like me who want to learn stroke order on a flashcard, but want to conserve space and not just have like a giant, like 2, 3 column row depth image on their flashcard, or who just cannot visually comprehend the stroke order by color. So the like if I can show you with my Anki. It's like I'm going to be opening this up to uh I'm going to open source it basically. I'm going to throw it up on GitHub and let people download and use it. But the purpose of it is that you should be able to see the entirety of a stroke order on a single line. And it's meant to categorize it or to that's an old one. I need to fix that. It's meant to do it in sections that are visually comprehensible and help people understand how strokes are broken down, as well as just character components in general. Obviously, you're going to have to learn the colors, and I don't. Ooh, shit. I never thought about color blindness. Uh, filter. How do I... Photoshop simulate color. Proof setup. View proof setup. Got it. I'm not going to redo all the flashcards, I don't think. That would be a gargantuan task. But view proof setup. Okay. Let me actually pull up a more complex one. Document stroke. Does it have all 5? Yes, it does, but it's... Here we go. That's a good one. Okay. View proof setup. I don't have to worry about the working palettes, but that is... that blue becomes basically the same shade of gray. Purple and gold are universally accessible. Yeah. Maybe luminosity difference, but... yeah, I think could go from brighter to darker or darker to brighter. The only issue is that blue. Fuck! Yeah, the orange yellow or orange green merge as well. Okay, I'm gonna need to figure out some stuff. Because ideally, I wanted like a smooth coloration from purple to red. Like if you see here, it goes from a purple, blue, green, orange, red, or green, yellowish, orange, red. But then once we get it's gonna have to go from purple to dark yellow or gold. I guess I'm gonna have to mess around with... I mean, I cannot do blue. Like, at least that cyan blue. They have, probably. I just don't know where to go to ask about it. I'll have to look that up. Maybe. I mean, these aren't going to go public, at least, until I also publish at least the first chapter of this with flashcards attached to it. But yeah, figure I'll figure that out. This is for Japanese. I'm also going to do it for Chinese when I start learning that as well. Like obviously this is traditional stroke order here, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, it's traditional stroke order because it's down, up, dot, cross, line. So this particular one is for traditional Chinese. Yeah, I know Shinji Tai doesn't use this character. I created it originally because it's a good test character for this, because it has like a lot of small details, but also because I was studying Chinese when I created it. It would be nice if I found a color combination that was 5 different colors for people without impairment, but then for people with color blindness, just became a smooth gradient. Um, let's see. Colorblind compatible colors. Huh. That's that. This is a fascinating tool. What did Reddit just? Gonna ignore that Reddit post for now. Hey, what are you questioning, Cat? I also need to make sure that the colors don't blend in with this, with the gray. I could just have no. But it might be the most accessible option. Yeah, I don't know how that would work either. I was just thinking, because if you look at this color blindness, so all that's visible is the purple, but then you see the darker shades of yellow and gold going down. Yeah, the same hue. That's a good point. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, so if I do something like this, and then I don't have to worry about that, but I could just do a gradient of purple to gold. They still need to be fairly distinct. Hmm. Let's try something like this. So 3A0057. Um, why is my um oh it good God. It came up on my other mod 3A0057. Where'd it go now? Where did the little pop-up go? How many people have that extreme of uh color blindness? Because I feel like that's a very, very small subsection of people, isn't it? So is total since there's no ability to color, I mean, let's just see people acro. He's a person cannot perceive colors even though the eyes are capable of this. Some sources do not. Yeah. Require 3. Usually they have a color vision problem and it can. Does it not say how many people have monochromacy? 1 in 30,000 people. That is a lot. Hmm. Okay, for some godforsaken reason it goes over there, but 3A0057. 3A0057. Okay. That might be a bit too dark for 66099, but might be a good start. 660099. 9C59. 9C59. BD. And then F9D4. F9D402. 9402. C79COE. C79COE. Hmm. Okay, and then let's see it with view proof setup. Okay. Okay. What about with this? Okay, so these colors definitely. You're learning Japanese, that is. 3. Trying to learn Japanese. It is fun. Are you colorblind, walking Sophie? So I guess I'll need to shift these colors ever so slightly. But what does pink look like? And with pink just merges with the old gray. Got it. Gonna need to figure out a new way to highlight the radical, or just decide if I'm not gonna show the radical at all. You, unfortunately, huh? So, I'm so sorry, Sutton. I'm so sorry, Sutton. I've gotten a wee bit waylaid by other linguistic things. Okay. Okay, we'll go over this quickly. Let me close. I'm gonna save that so I can save the colors. Just gonna throw it in here with new S. Okay. So next classes is something that's rather important to how morphology works in Middle Eastern Mountain. The same affix can have a completely different function depending on the lexical class of the stem. There are three main categories: verbs, nouns, and particles, each with a large number of subcategories. Verbs head predicates and are marked for tense, aspect, mood, polarity, and evidentiality. Nouns are references of predicates and cause agreement in their subclasses with other parts of speech. Particles are everything else. I see the traditional Japanese way of seeing things. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the radical. I was thinking of just leaving the radical out and then doing going back to the light gray for undone strokes and like a darker gray for the done strokes. Ah, that makes sense. Also, a very Semitic way of thinking of things. Additionally, there is a wide arrangement of derivational affixes, both prefixal and suffixal, many of which are lexically identical to independent words, and many resemble those words. Additionally, an important pattern to watch out for is ablaut. This is a morphophonological process where the quality of vowels are colored by following affixes or roots. It's not entirely predictable, but the general pattern is the following. Back vowels are fronted to the present in the presence of E and I mutating segments, but only I mutating segments raise front vowels. All vowels lower in the presence of ah mutating segments. Finally, unrounded vowels are round in the present. So red is, you might want to mark what the colors represent. Yeah, definitely mark what the colors represent. So the blue is I mutating and E mutating. Yes, no, but it's good to have a color. Like I can pick apart what's going on here. But remember that this document itself is meant to be something you can quickly skim over. Ma, na, nya, pa, kla, tsa, ka, pa, pa, ta, ka, pa, ba, da, ga, a, pa, tha, shla, sa, sia, ha, ha, va, the, zla, za, zia, ra. Ra, ra. Wait, ra? You got ra? I, a, u, u, o, a. And then glides. There's also pretty no, but I don't fully understand how it works. You can say tone can be either low, high, or rising. The phonotactics are rather simplistic, only allowing a maximum an obstruent followed by the liquids r, l, or sonorant. The nucleus is a glide followed by a vowel. The coda can be any consonant except for the tap and affricates. The glides have similar restrictions with mid-vocalic glides, being not allowed to occur before high vowels, back glides not being allowed to occur before front vowels, and sequences, glides, and vowels with a glide shares similar. Stops can't occur before a nasal. Geminates are forbidden. That's k, k. Tone is spelled with a diacritic. I like the Hungarian aspect. That is quite nice. And here's the part I was worried about. There's a lot that both verb and nouns, inflective nouns can only are marked for their class, case, and agreement with the possessor in personal numbers, where verbs deal with internal syntax rules. Negative concord, an agreement of core arguments in person, number, and gender, but each stem is marked for polarity, aspect, mood, tense, and evidentiality, much of which is fusional. Nouns take a number of endings, which are marked for class, gender, syntactic role, and agreement with its possessor, and similar to pronouns, the ends are partially determined by where geographically the speaker is. Geographic location. Good God. Those are the suffixes, I take it, for the classes. With the modifying clause after the head, most modifiers in the Middle Eastern. You don't give many examples, do you? Nouns by default are in the absolutive case. They don't change case endings to indicate the relationship. Okay. It's dialectal. Okay. Because I could definitely see someone making a cursed conlang where your position relative to another person is encoded in. Wait. That might be a thing in a real language. Okay, verbal marking. Wait, at sentence nouns who are participating as a co-referent. They inherit the role of their partner in the syntax, but some verbs apply additional functions to nouns, and the verbs with secondary C makes the agents co-participate tool for achieving the action. Fascinating. Okay. And with grooming verbs, like, I know that it's in reference to grooming oneself, to showering, bathing, doing hair, dressing up, and whatnot. But with all the news recently of Epstein and everything, my brain. Okay. My brain is fried. My brain is fried. Well, in other news, Kate now has Dark Souls again. So Tuesday will be Dark Souls. And then Friday will be with Clockwork on Lords of the Fallen. And until then, Sleepygate. Till then, I bid you all adieu. I'll have to come back to that. Do I still have Photoshop? Why do I still have Photoshop? Close that. I'll get to the good part later.